Hey, good afternoon. It's been a long time, so my apologies and thank you and kudos to the IT team to help me get my Camtasia up and working again. That's not the reason why I have not recorded one of these in quite some time, but it did contribute, and I am so happy with my new computer setup. So great work, Instructional Services IT department. So let's get started real quick. How can I best serve your needs? And how will I know that I'm doing that? Folks, you're doing a great job. Kevin had an opportunity to be able to meet with all of our superintendents, and the feedback, tremendous. So kudos to all of you. Let's go through this real quick. Some updates that I want to share with you. Our hybrid school, significant improvements over the last couple weeks and months. Great performance from our students. And again, we started out with this hybrid school late start because the legislation changed. But our thought was to have a third homeschool and charter school students. A third of our students would be dropout or disengaged, and a third would be learners that are accelerated. The makeup of our student population does not reflect that, and led to some significant challenges. So great work with everyone working in the hybrid school, and I'm glad to announce that the focus track and focus school work that they're doing, fast track work, is performing very well. The students are performing well. Staff, great job. IT team, great work. Continuing to keep going on that. We're in the course development phase. KSA retreats coming up, so we have some work to do there, and we'll have some ongoing budgetary conversations because, as you know, the taxable value needs to go up so that the ISD can have more funds to operate. It's not like we're having less needs. Less supports are being requested. We still continue to have a tremendous amount of supports asked of us, services asked of us, and the revenue has been decreasing. And we still continue with our facility conversations, and those are very important. So thank you for your input there. What's going on right now? Lots of our staff are working right now with the fast track program at GRCC to try to reduce the number of students that land in Grand Rapids Community College's developmental courses, because as you know, once you get in there, you're paying more money because it takes you longer to graduate. So we want to make sure we're supporting our students in that way. We continue to work with our STEM program development, and kudos to Jen Arnswald for bringing the Instructional Services Group down to the Van Andel Science Institute. Great work there. Dorothy and her team are working on PD Anytime, Anywhere. We continue to work very hard with grants. Glenn has landed us, and at the ISD landed us a leadership role in the TRIG grant process and doing a great work there. We continue to develop supports for focus schools. A new round of focus schools will be coming out. Jared, great work in rounding up early college opportunities. And again, as Rockford and East Kentwood further their partnership with the Wei Ming, the Chinese partnership, those students will need that early college placement. So great work there. And we continue to work on Region 1 technology and technology as a whole and early childhood. So kudos to everyone. We're doing the meaningful things. These are our KSA committees. These will all be recalibrated, so to speak, at the retreat that's coming up in April for KSA. And we're seeking inputs as to what our targets are, where we should be going with them, and maybe we should add or delete committees. And there's lots of conversation there. So we continue to work with that process. We had some great reports this morning from Jared on career and college readiness. Looks like we might be moving ahead with a partnership with Eastern Michigan University to add to the other universities that we work with. Lori gave us a great report on special education. Tremendous input was shared today on how we plan to support teachers, and maybe those teachers in a co-taught setting with a combination of collaborative work between teaching and learning and special education. So great work. Dorothy did some outreach with Granville Public Schools and took a look at their lab classrooms and gave great feedback today on that. Technology and School Improvement, Glenn is continuing to work hard to support Region 1 technology, and we may be adding a district and more services in that area. So that's great work. Kim gave us a report on the development of a continued fourth-year program for those students, enrollment, and so forth. Peter is doing a great job working with KTC staff to build relationships with the adults. So an outreach, adult-to-adult outreach. So that's kind of neat. And KCTC, John had a great joke today. His enrollment process blew the roof off. And if you've driven by there, you see that the roof is actually blown off. But in all seriousness, enrollment is up at KCTC. In fact, 100 students more this year than last. And I believe over the past 2 years, we're up 25% in enrollment. So that's something to cheer about. So great work there. Last time we met in March, we talked about the growing challenges that we have with districts requiring services or requesting services that are outside our service area. And we kind of postponed this conversation because it's going to be complex. But I'd love to get your input on that, how we should go about supporting districts that are not part of our service area, but we know that our services are valued and will make a difference. It's tough knowing that you can make a difference, but you have a boundary there. But we also know that there are limitations of what we can do. So I would love to get your opinion on that, your reflective thoughts. Again, reflective leadership, our collaboration between all of these groups, it's just tremendous to see how seamless we're beginning to operate together. So kudos to everyone there. A couple updates. CLA, as you know, we've been continuing to work on the CLA piece. We have 2 more official CLA meetings. We'll touch base on CLA at the retreat, and then we'll have 1 more probably just before summer comes in. We had 2 great collaboration and secondary redesign meetings this week, and most of that was wrapped around what we're going to do in the upcoming years. So that's good work. And again, kudos to Dorothy and the rest of the team. Mark from Ken Innovation High, Craig from Instructional Services Technology, just really moving this project forward. And from what we're hearing from our curriculum directors and superintendents, we can't move fast enough. So good work there. And we continue to have our facilities conversations, and your input there is very valuable. A couple things coming up. We have a board workshop on April 22nd, expanded cabinet April 15th, and again, that KSA spring retreat is April 25th and 26th. So I'm so happy at having had an opportunity to be able to see all of you guys in action again another year. As we go down that home stretch, keep up the great work. Good doesn't describe what you're doing, so keep going at it. Please feel free to let me know if there's anything that we can do or I can do better. And let's just keep serving our local districts in the way that we're doing, because you're doing a great job. Hey, have yourself a great day.